Let's get ready for bout number 218. Second quarter final of women's welter 69 kilograms. In the red corner, representing Ukraine, Anna Lysенко. In the blue corner, representing Russia, Saadat Dalgatova.
So we remain in the 69 kilogram.
From Uganda, Thailand, Indonesia, Sri Lanka, and
Preparing for a second bout of the tournament, having won on a unanimous points decision victory over the woman from Hungary back at the Copper Box in London. Julio Pizarro Valdez of Puerto Rico is the third person in the ring as the referee.
round one.
So we're underway then. 69 kilogram welterweight action between boxers from Ukraine and Russia. The woman wearing red is Anna Lysенко from Ukraine, competing in her second bout here at the European Olympic qualification event. Her opponent, Saadat Dalgatova, is the tournament number 4 seed, ranked number 9 in the world. She comes to the ring as the reigning world championship bronze medalist, a 5-time national champion of Russia, an incredibly accomplished operator, and scores with a good right hand over the top against her Ukrainian opponent. And again, look at the quick-fisted combination from the woman in red, getting over the low-held left hand. Both boxers operating behind a low-held guard, but the quick, accurate punching of Dalgatova is finding the target in the opening minute of this first round.
Yep, she certainly made a better start here. Lysенko definitely got the advantages in reach. A little bit extra height here. Let's see if she can use that to her advantage, Ron. But up to now, Dalgatova seems to be the one that's found the distance quicker, using short, jerky feet movements to gauge whether or not she's going in or out of range, whether she's going to attack or counter punch.
Well, Lysенko looking for that backhand. She a quarter finalist in the 2019 European Championships in Madrid.
Couple of nice sharp 1-2s there from Lysенko. Never quite hit the mark, but there's, you see a good right hand and another from Lysенko. Good timing as well, Ron, that she's displaying here.
Yep, using that.
Yeah, maybe warming into this contest a little bit as it goes on now. Maybe timing Dalgatova a little bit better.
Oh, that's a beautiful right hand, but countered by a backhand from Lysенko. So, physical on the inside. Neither boxer was really looking to work away. Dalgatova with a right hand lead. Fired up from around her belt line.
Yeah.
Just edged her way into range and let it fly.
Yeah, she certainly did. She did exactly that, Ron. She edged her way into range, and she's doing that with her feet. You'll see these little tiny stepping movements from Dalgatova, and she just timed that perfectly there. As the lady in red was just verging off to the left, she dropped that right hand over with a tiny little feet movement. She timed that perfectly, which is probably maybe done enough to just nip her this round, Ron, maybe. The lady in blue, I would think, has just maybe done enough to sneak ahead here. But we've seen some quality work by both girls.
Most certainly. For what it's worth, that's how I see it as well. As both boxers receiving instructions from their coaching team.
Yeah. Which will be pretty important here. As we can see, it was pretty back and forth there. But for me, Dalgatova just done that little bit extra. Seemed to be in better positions to score as well. But let's see what the judges think, because our opinions don't matter at all.
And there's confirmation, Alex.
Yeah.
Unanimously
Just as we thought.
scored in favour of Dalgatova.
Yeah. So maybe we do know what we're talking about, Ron, a little bit. Maybe we do.
Seconds out.
The judges don't always agree with us, and we don't always agree with them. But there, we were all in agreement, which is nice to see sometimes in this sport.
So second round underway then. Lysenko conceding the opening round across the board. Second bout of the tournament for both of these athletes. Dalgatova had a bye in the first preliminary round. Tournament number 4 seed, and then eliminated Great Britain's Rosie Eccles on a 4-1 split back at the Copper Box in London. Here she is, 1 win away from going through to Tokyo 2020. Now 17 athletes started the women's 69 kilogram welterweight bracket, and only 5 of them will go through to Tokyo 2020. So of the losing quarterfinalists, they've got to win another 2 contests to get through and join the 4 medalists who will occupy the podium here in the European Olympic qualification event.
Wow.
So it's not all over for the losing quarterfinalists, but a very long, winding road to Tokyo 2020 indeed, to progress through the box-off route in this weight division.
I can only imagine what it would feel like to make it after all that. But that is the story of the Olympics. You know, these kind of stories, you know, they happen all the time. And then they get there and they medal, and it's history, and it's fantastic, and it's just brilliant, isn't it, really?
Most certainly. Bit of a trade-off over the previous few seconds, but Dalgatova certainly getting the better of it. But there's a good right hand from Lysenko. But then look at the 2-fisted flurry from Dalgatova.
Yep, she came back really quickly there, didn't she? She didn't waste any time, Ron. She was on the understanding that she was caught by a good shot and fired back straight away. And personally as well, and from personal experience and knowing boxers from both these countries very well, from the Olympic code when I was boxing, they do not like to lose to each other. They do not like to lose to each other. Please believe me.
National rivalries often run deep.
Yeah, they certainly do. I wouldn't go as far as saying it's as bad as Scotland versus England, but it's not that far away from that.
Often as if the Olympic incentive isn't enough.
Of course.
When it comes to it.
Yep.
A long-standing national rivalry
pride,
that often adds another layer of intrigue to what is already a fascinating affair.
It isn't half. Yep, we've seen a great left foot counter there from Dalgatova, but a good right hand on the attack from Lyssenko. There's a problem with Lyssenko. I think it's her head guard. I think it's just slipped down.
But you see, the referee's seeing it,
over
and
her eyes.
the referee will deem the appropriate time to call time, not the boxer. So it's a new thing that's creeping into the sport. Sometimes boxers want to draw attention to it, but until the referee issues the command of stop or calls time, the other boxers well within their rights to help themselves to punches.
Yeah, well, from my position, I would continually punch. You know, and you know, so would most boxers, but sitting here, for me, I would prefer to see the referee respond to the boxer automatically. And I guess that's just a change in times, Ron.
Yep. Because it's the same thing with the mouthpiece infringement, right? The referee will often wait for an appropriate time to call time.
Yeah.
Often it's immediate, but sometimes it isn't.
Yeah. Yeah, if we were in that situation, Ron, and I was competing against you, I would continually punch you, I must admit. But sitting here, I would like to see the boxer picked up on by the referee. Maybe I'm becoming soft in my old age. I don't know what that is. There's the scores, Ron.
Lyssenko turning it around, taking it on a 3-2 split.
Wow.
So it is all square for judges 1, 2, and 3. Judges 4 and 5 have this woman, Saadat Dalgatova, up 20 points to 18, having taken the first 2 rounds. So really, this all comes down to the final 3 minutes, because if Lyssenko can repeat that, she will prevail on a 3-2 split if she gets it for judges 1, 2, and 3.
Well, Lysenko's right hand won of the second round, if anything. She scored with it. on occasion, and they clearly preferred that over Dalgatova's counter left hooks. Lysенко is the one pressing forward, and maybe they are taking that into consideration. Remember, on occasion, Ron, the judges, it is what they like. It's what they like to see. Do they like to see the more aggressive boxer forcing forward, throwing combinations, or do they like to watch the counter puncher, the more skillful tactician who's drawing the aggressive boxer in and running them into counter punches? It's what you like. So again, Ron, they've preferred that good right hand to Lysенko, which in my opinion just nipped her that second round.
And it was right on cue once again.
On a couple of occasions there.
Yeah. Dalgatova scored with a good left hand a few moments before that. Nice evasive maneuver from Lysенko, but she couldn't avoid the follow-up right hand that came from Dalgatova.
Yep. She didn't avoid that.
So, minute gone in the third and final round. Both boxers proffering plenty of feints.
Yeah.
Nice left-right combination from Dalgatova.
Yeah, but she takes a few in return, and she done that, Ron, as her feet were switching, which was really, really good to watch as well. Requires a lot of skill to be able to do that kind of stuff, and a lot of practice as well. Thousands and thousands of hours in the gymnasium practicing to be able to do that kind of stuff. Good right hand there from Dalgatova.
Looking for the same shot once again, but it was repelled by the gloves of Lysенko.
Yeah.
Approaching the final minute of this third and final round. Remember, it's all square, 19 points apiece for judges 1, 2 and 3.
Lysенko looking a tiny bit fresher for me here. Dalgatova, mouth agape, but still managing to fire out those shots. Wrestles Lysенko to the canvas.
So much experience under the belt of Saadat Dalgatova.
Yeah.
Two-time podium finisher in the World Championships. In addition to that bronze she took in Ulan-Ude in 2019, she was a silver medalist in Jeju, South Korea back in 2014. As on the resumption, she lands with a good right cross. Right hook around the corner from Lysенko. The follow-up right hook went long. Now trying to bring the uppercut into play is the woman in red.
Well, we've got less than half a minute to go now, Ron. And this could be in the balance, you know. This is not a foregone conclusion either way.
Nip and tuck all the way. Good left hook landed on the retreat by Lysенko.
Wow, again.
10-second clapper has sounded. Both boxers immediately step back into the pocket, looking for their final moments of quality.
Wow, very close.
What a third and final round. And Lysенko raises her right arm. She feels that she has done enough to continue the momentum she established in that second round, where she took it on a 3-2 split after taking the first round, after conceding the first round across the board to the woman in blue.
Well, again, super, super close. Unbelievably tightly contested contest here. And again, Ron, we go back to the old adage. What do the judges like? What did they enjoy watching most here? For me, I think the girl in blue will probably get the nod.
Remember, it's judges 1, 2 and 3 who have got things all square.
Yep, they had it all even.
This could well be split.
The winner on points by split decision. In the red corner.
Oh! And she has done it! Anna Lysенko of Ukraine overcomes a first round deficit that she conceded unanimously to book her place in Tokyo 2020. She continued the momentum that saw her edge the second round on a 3-2 split. She built upon that in the third round, and she has progressed on a split decision verdict over the tournament number 4 seed and 9th ranked boxer in the world. Saadat Dalgatova now enters the box-off scenario at 69 kilograms, which is a lengthy process indeed. She's got to win a further 2 bouts now to get through to Tokyo 2020 as the 5th place finisher.
Whoa, and at that caliber as well, Ron, and that, the consistency there as well. I really did think that Dalgatova was going to get the nod, although they were, again, almost impossible to split these girls. Almost impossible to split them. You know, and I've got no problem. Look, there you go, Ron. Look at this. Look.
So 29-28.
29-28.
Judges 1, 2, and 3 scoring
Wow.
for her in the second and third rounds, and that is how she has prevailed on the narrowest of split decision verdicts. A 3-2 winner, Anna Lysенko, through to the Olympics. Dalgatova enters the long winding road of the box off at 69 kilograms.